Hello everybody and welcome to the first 30 minutes of gameplay of Immortal Unchained. We're gonna be going through the first level here and I'm gonna discuss a little bit what the game has to offer. I was blessed with the opportunity to play the game prior to release. Thank you ever so much to the people at Toadman's Interactive. They're a studio of 20 people and they've been working on this game for 3 years as far as I understand. And they've got a beautiful game here. I actually think the game looks fantastic. And I don't say that lightly. So we're gonna go into a new game here. And I'm gonna show you a little bit what you're in for. This is pretty much a Souls game. Or at least in the vein of a Souls game. But the main thing here is you actually have ranged weapons in combination with the melee ones. We got different classes here. Some of these weren't present in the version I played. For example, the Wanderer and the Mercenary. Pretty interesting. Mercenaries are warriors hardened in the fray of battle. They favor close-ranged combat. Pretty interesting. Maybe a Wanderer. Wanderers roam the cosmos and during its trials, they equip themselves with simple clubs and rifles. That sounds up my alley. Let's grab this class, give it a shot. And another cool thing is that the devs provided me codes to a cosmetic DLC. As you can see, the golden skin here, I believe it's called the Midas Touch DLC. And I actually have some codes to give away, so I'll be giving you guys instructions on how you can enter that and be eligible to get this sweet skin. So every class you'll be able to equip this golden skin, which in my opinion looks absolutely baller. I think we're gonna roll with something like this. I don't know if I'm gonna have a beard. Yeah, something like this. Mechanical. There's a lot of options here actually. I dig it. I think we're going with something like this, pretty shiny. Don't have any hair to work with, that's fine. Head tattoo. How about that? It seems to work. Tattoo collar. Ooh, yes. I do believe that is the tattoo. Dude, this looks fantastic. Okay, select this, confirm. We're gonna get into the game. So, pretty much.
In an age.
All right, let's watch the cinematic and then we'll have a talk.
A prophecy once told that there would come a time when the sun would grow dark and cold. A bone-chilling wind would surge from the deepest pits of the abyss. The dead would rise in its wake. Harbingers of destruction and despair. Left to its own, this wind would bring war. War that would ravage the 9 planets. Beasts would break their bonds and flood the soil with their poison. One by one, we would all wither away to nothingness. Unless we were willing to make impossible choices. Warriors of legend would rise once again. Black of heart they would be. This is the day of prophecy. This is the end of times.
And we're in the game. I love the cinematics. like the art style. It's very cool. It reminds me of Divinity Original Sin, the way they do like those story bits. And I love that there is actually a story here that's occurring. Whereas in many Dark Souls games, I'd be hard pressed to tell you what the story was, even though I've played all of them several times. I just love the look. There's something about how the engine runs, and the game is running at pretty much 100 FPS or 110 FPS, maximum graphics settings, 1440p. And as I said, I just love the way it looks. I mean, the character looks like a total badass. Okay, so if you're buying this game and you want to get a hold of these sweet gold skins, all you gotta do is tweet about the game. I want to help those guys out and give them a little bit extra exposure, give my grain of sand, so to speak. So all you gotta do is tweet out about the game, and please use my handle and their handle. You can find them in the description, just so that I see the tweet coming out and so that those guys see it too. Let's give them a little bit of a helping hand. And then just DM me in Twitter or in YouTube with just showing me that you actually bought the game and you own it and that sort of stuff. And then I'll hook you up with one of these sweet Midas Touch keys. Very cool. So we're into the game. It's pretty much in the vein of a Dark Souls game. So you're gonna find lots of familiar concepts if you are indeed familiar with the title, with those titles. I love that you're seeing these enemies and you're like, holy shit, am I gonna have to fight those guys? They look pretty imposing. And also, there's plenty of bodies here. Sort of leaves you wondering what the hell happened in this place. So you got your dodge roll, your sprint. Some of the stuff we can't do yet because we're gonna unlock some of the actions as we get through the tutorial level here. So these are your bonfires, if you want to think of them that way. Pretty much your checkpoints. If you die outside of here, you'll come back to here and you'll have the ability to go back to where you died and recover your bits. That's sort of the currency in the game that allows you to level up. So let's touch our obelisk here. We got a new weapon available. Prison Guard Pistol. Probably is not very good, but it's the only weapon we have right now. So you can aim like this. You can also target lock, which makes things easier. But some enemies have critical spots that you can hit. Like, for example, this guy, if we manage to hit him in the head, you can see we get like a little bit of a crit going on. So in some fights, it's actually quite important to try to do that. You will also sometimes get like a stagger effect out of that. Hello, sir. But yeah, you can also lock on like this. You can see we're doing slightly less damage because it's not a crit, but like it's not a headshot. But it's not a big deal. Also, you don't actually need to use the aim. You can just shoot and it will sort of shoot where you're looking, which is handy. So yes, you actually have special attacks that you can charge. Let's take a look at some of that stuff. So I played the game, like I said, an earlier version of the game, and so I know a little bit of how it goes. But this level has changed significantly from the version I played. Although this guy was there, a lot of the stuff is different. see if we can... Yeah, that's the ticket. And you basically decide what you want to level up in terms of stats. You could go for weapon damage. You could level up your power attack with the weapon, like the special attack you've been seeing here. Or just your melee attacks, which we haven't seen come into play yet. Stuff like your dodge ability, your HP, you know. You pretty much have to choose what your build is gonna be, what you're gonna prioritize. I love the look of the dodge roll. I think there's something almost funny about the way he rolls, but I love it. Ooh, we got something hidden back here. Huh? Looked like there was gonna be something there. Oh, hello. Ooh, Outland Rifle. Cool. So that's gonna be our main weapon. We can only equip it if we go back to the obelisk. You can see here, it takes a certain item to unlock passages that allow you to progress in the area. And you pick those up in the level. So that's sort of the mechanic that will allow you to go further and further into these levels. And we've got a new primary weapon, an Outland Rifle. Actually does less damage than our pistol, but of course can shoot faster, so... Here are our stats. So we can take a quick look here just so that you can have an idea of what it is. Finesse, reload speed, perception, it's a requirement, and also critical damage bonus. Strength is for melee attacks, agility is for dodge skill, and medpack speed. Medpack is your healing item. Increases health, stamina, and stamina recovery. Expertise is normal weapon damage and a healing bonus. And insight is special weapon scaling. I believe this is like the power attacks with the weapons. We can get a level up here, so why don't we go for like normal weapon damage? That'll be okay. So our bits are now down. That's all the leveling up we can do at the moment. And then if we come back to here, in order to progress over here, I believe we need, yes, we need a Cerium Decree, which we picked up. And this area is pretty straightforward, but some of the other ones, at least the one I played in the early build, there was a lot, it was not linear at all. So you could go many different ways. And of course, some paths were blocked initially using this dynamic with the items that you pick up. Oh, hello, sir. It's not the best rifle out there, but we'll make it work. Hello. Looks like we did like a crit there. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, okay. So these guys can actually shoot at us. They start to be a little bit dangerous. Of course, you can stun them a little bit by shooting at them, but only to a limited extent. And we're actually taking a beating here. Oh. Okay, okay. Run away. Heal up. Will take a little while to get used to the game mechanics again. One thing that I wasn't taking into account is that you actually cancel the reload when you dodge roll. That's very important to know. And you also don't cancel their shooting completely by shooting at them. So all of this sort of stuff takes a little while getting used to it. That's part of the fun. Just making sure I didn't miss anything. Ooh, there's like a side path. Let me explore this little side path first. How about that? Ooh, this is the bridge we were seeing from the other side. That's the one we crossed, I think, right? I love the look of this place. It's very cool. The other thing that I really enjoy about the design of the game in general... Ooh, come back. Holy shit. Okay, let's approach it with care. Actually forgot to switch to the rifle. That's why I was criticizing the rifle unfairly. Here we go. Yes, I was gonna say the other thing I enjoy about the design here is that it's actually a hub world type setup. Oh, nice dodge. It's a hub world type setup. He threw a grenade. So what that means is that you go to the different locations from a central hub. And what I like about that is that each location has a very distinct... Well, I haven't seen all of them. I saw one in the early build and another one here on release. And they have very distinct looks. Everything from how the loot boxes or like the crates look and like sort of the architecture and how things are set up in the level. Each level has its own vibe. And I really enjoy that because it doesn't get as old as something like The Surge. I think in my impressions video, which will be linked at the end of this one. There's a lot of dudes. I can't help but see a lot of dudes over there. We'll try one of these grenades. It's actually very good damage. One of the things I brought up in my impressions video was that The Surge is a game I enjoyed but was very repetitive in its locations. Gotta focus a little bit here. Doesn't really happen with this one because you sort of switch between locations, I think, as far as I understand. So the moment one gets old, you can try your luck in a different place and see how that goes. Very cool. I think these are new. I don't remember them in the early build. This type of box. We got some stuff we can utilize. Nothing that will heal us straight away. We're out of heals. What is this? With the help of Dokar engineers, the stasis chambers of the prison were constructed to withstand the challenge of powerful creatures. There's something about the way things look that makes you want to inspect every little bit of architecture in these places. I think they've done a fantastic job with that. Can we? No, we cannot cross. That is just that thing that we saw, right? We're not missing anything over here? Okay. Well, I think we're done. Let's go back. We're almost out of ammo. Another interesting concept is that when you're shooting, it doesn't really cost you stamina. So you can actually combine melee attacks, which do cost quite a bit of stamina. You can combine those with the shooting in order to be dishing out damage continually and not run out of stamina. Because rolling and doing melee attacks will very quickly deplete your stamina bar. We got a new obelisk, fantastic. Let's get some more attributes going. Reload speed could be pretty good. Strength. We have very high strength, actually. Endurance. Let's just get another expertise for a little bit extra damage with the weapon for now. And we got a new weapon. It requires... I don't know the symbols. Let's go back and check. Actually required 8 finesse and I think 10 perception. So we're a little bit far away from being able to utilize that, but that's okay. Ooh, sturdy club. Fantastic. That's our melee weapon. Let's go. Equip straight away, right? So here we go. It's a very fast animation. Love it. Sick. Okay. So we got heals. What I'm gonna do is equip one of these small energy potions. You can cycle through your stuff like this. And I believe we can proceed through here. Again, this stuff is different from the preview build that I played. I'm very excited to see the differences. I also think the area that I initially had access to... Whoa! Hello. Like, right there, we ran out of stamina. Very bad. Oh, okay. Give me a heal. Why are you not shooting this man? Don't understand. Whoa. We really getting wrecked by one of these main dudes? What is going on? Okay, just melee him. You must forgive me, it's very late at night. And I've had a very long day. I did the ACG International podcast, which was a great conversation today, actually. I recommend you check those out if you haven't already. And here is where they introduce you to the sprinting. Hopefully we won't die on this. Yeah. Great, awesome. Oh. Gotta be a little bit careful with these guys, and also remember to reload. We walked back into it. It's fine. We're gonna show... was on purpose, just to show you the mechanic of dying. Oh man. Playing... one thing with these types of games is that if you're a little bit tired, your ability to play goes down quite severely. So you gotta sometimes take breaks in these games, and you'll find that when you come back to it, you'll enjoy it way more and do way better. But I definitely love this sort of games. The feeling of progression when you start to get better is just very rewarding to me. Okay, I'm gonna wait all the time necessary. Here we go. And I love the fact that you don't have to press any button to recover your lost bits or souls. So you just run through and you pick them up automatically. It's a great enhancement with compared to what Dark Souls does. Hello, sir. What are you? You're like a... Nah, you're the same type of dude. So we're doing quite a bit of damage with the melee weapon, actually. I'm happy with that. This is a different class than the one I tried in the original build. Got some dudes over there. Not doing much damage, are we? I meant to use the grenade on that guy. Here we go. Shot! Got him. Did we actually kill him with the grenade? Sick. Yeah, look at all these dead guys. I wonder what's the story behind what happened here. Holy crap, this guy got severely struck. Okay, what do we have? Oh, this is the first boss. Very cool. I don't think we can melee this guy. The first time I fought him, I was a little bit cocky, and he actually brought me down in just like 2 attacks. So you can easily die even in the first boss. If you're not paying attention. Looks like that does like damage over time. Very cool. See if we can reload here. I tried to get a reload in there. Oh. A little bit tricky. No, oh man. That was really close. Okay. We're out of heals. Oh, here we go. Let's try... Yes. Try our rifle for a bit. The reload takes quite a while, so... Give me that reload, my dude. Special attack. No. Out of ammo. Disaster! Okay, let's see if I can cycle to my energy potions there. Okay. Keep doing damage with that if we can. Come on, get in there. Reload. Go. No. No. Oh. Come on, come on. Get him. Let's go. We've done it. That was actually tough. Yes. Man, these feel really good to open. It's very satisfying. Got a new gun too. Look at our face, man. I love how this expression we have on our face. Whoa. Whoa. This is a crazy place, man. Ah, yeah, I remembered. So this is the hub world I was discussing. So each of these gates is the entrance to a new and different area. And as far as I understand, the moment you unlock a new area, you can sort of go back and forth between the areas you've unlocked. So if you get stuck in one, you know, you can go back, get a little bit stronger, and then come back with a fresh head. I love the art in this. And speaking of art, we're gonna watch this next cinematic here. I want you to see. I think again it's very cool the way they do the storytelling in here. So let's watch this.
It is said that in the beginning there was light, and the great monolith revealed itself. Born from this was the stream, flowing, binding, and creating the cosmos and all within it. Stars and planets formed, and life followed. This was the dawn of all races. But as the first children of the monolith explored the power of the stream, their worlds collided. Ultimately, one race would strive for power. They were the Prime, and the instigators of the Prime Azurian War. With their victory, the Prime claimed the core, and with it, the home of the monolith. It bestowed great power unto them, and gave them dominion over all life. Great cities were built. Technological advancements and trade allowed the worlds to flourish and bloom. And thus, the Golden Age began. This was the time of heroes, where legends were born and their stories told, and so it was for eons. But this was not to last. An evil is spreading through the cosmos. All is in jeopardy.
Very cool, man. Again, they do dole out the story, but it's not intrusive. It doesn't happen often enough for it to be tiring or anything. Hello, sir.
You live. There is yet a chance.
You just got these bits of story, and then it's just about exploring locations.
The detention affects the mind. As such, you stand within the Grand Hall, the only sanctuary remaining. But that too is in jeopardy. The undead are unrelenting. As the monolith weakens, so does our protective shield. We face a grave threat. You seem to be our last hope.
He's a very big man. Interesting. I think this was the location I had access to in the early build. Let's take a look at the one here. Looks like a snowy place. Arden. Your armor is fitted with belts and bags to let you carry larger loads. Okay. Oh, dude! Look at this place.
Connection established. It appears that the pathway between the core and your position is stable. All gateways allow you free return to the Grand Hall. Transmission stability will vary. Our communication will be only intermittent. Welcome to the primordial realm, the only one that still remains open. It is void of life, but not death. Find the Nexus Wall. Take heed where you tread.
Very cool. So you can see the strongbox is totally different from the other location I had visited and the initial location as well. So each place has its own stuff going on. I love that. And this one looks amazing, man, with the hue in the air. It's very cool. Let's just find another obelisk here. We'll save our game and we'll call it good. Oh, here we go. We actually got some leveling up to do as well. What else do we have? Cannot equip these. We would need some extra finesse. We can probably swing it. We just need to utilize some of our bits for... Yeah, that should be just enough. Yes, fantastic. So let's quickly level up. Attributes. And because we now have 8, we should be able to change to the Viridian shotgun. Yeah, look at that. I dig it. Well, I hope you dug the video. Let me know down below if you did. And remember, if you want to get a hold of this sweet looking golden skins, Make sure to tweet about the game and include my handle and their handle as well. Both of those will be in the description below. Also send me a DM just to show some proof that you actually bought the game and you're for real. Thank you ever so much for watching. Thank you to the devs for the code. And as always, thanks for watching. Catch you next time.